Hello, Capricorn. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing very, very well. Capri, let's see what your energies will be like in May 2026. We're going to do a general reading. Let's see where the energy will be focused. Remember that we'll go over the details later in the new videos I upload to the channel, so stay tuned. This reading applies to everyone who has their sun, rising, moon, or Venus in the sign of Capricorn. You can complement your readings by checking your other signs to get a much more personalized horoscope. If you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts, where I will be uploading new content for all of you. All right, let's channel a message. For the sign of Capricorn, May 2026. This starts with the Nine of Cups. We have the Four of Wands, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the King of Cups. What beautiful energy to start with, Capricorn. In a word, there's a lot of happiness here. A lot of happiness, shared happiness, and there's pleasure too. I hope it comes true, right? And I also feel like that feeling of, wow, I'm enjoying myself, I'm enjoying life. I feel free, I feel happy, I feel full of passion, of joy. I feel like I can express myself freely, express what I feel with my family, with my friends, with my partner, right? This month could also be a great time for love, you know? So if you are single, Capricorn, I feel that this month, pay attention, that person could come into your life, the person you've been dreaming of, right? That person, that ideal connection, right? Who compliments you, who mirrors you, who gives you peace, who makes you feel calm, who makes you feel secure, who gives you support. Your life can change direction with this situation, this romantic situation, right? I mean, honestly, with this person, I feel something like a real sense of closeness too, you know? Okay, I can be myself. I can express myself freely. I feel supported. I feel safe. I feel accepted. That's why there's that feeling of joy, right? That's why there's that feeling of abundance, of having everything. I also see you as very thoughtful in this situation, right? Like you're preparing yourself for what's coming. And this can also be a feeling of an imminent beginning, of a bond, of a relationship. Already starting to see the outlook of what's coming, right? There's a potential partner. It could also be a month with celebrations, with gatherings, and even reunions. With people you might not have seen for a long time and you reconnect again. I also see that it's a very social, very fun month. Full of parties, outings, laughter, right? Of really nice social gatherings. And you might also be receiving a lot of invitations, right? Accept these invitations. Capri, this is a month to let go, right? To connect with the world. Pleasure, having fun, relaxing, expressing your emotions. Express your energy, express who you are. Let go, right? This is about feeling free. Free to enjoy this month. It's not all about work, Capri, right? Let's see what else we have. Where is this reading going? General energy is available in May 2026. Capricorn. Here you have the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. Heads up, Capricorn. There's something new. In your work life, professionally, attention, there could be a contract signing there, right? The beginning of a new stage on a professional level. You might get a call about a job here. I really feel this is like attending an interview where they give you a test to see your skills. If this has to do with your own project, it could be an idea that they suggest to you, right? A collaboration idea. Hey, Capricorn, do you want to join this team, join this project? We need your skills. We also need your knowledge. I feel like they're going to make you an interesting offer. But I feel it's very connected to other people, right? Like forming a partnership or a work team. Honestly, I feel like there's a yes here. They're going to say yes, even though there's a little bit of anxiety, right? I'm not saying it's so much worry, but generally this is anxiety about something new. This is like, I said yes, I was excited, and what's coming next, right? How am I going to handle all of this, right? I don't really see it as much of a concern. That's why I say that. But there might be some nervousness because it's something new. It's something different, something they've proposed to you. I feel like you know about this, and it's time for you to express it. We've talked a lot about freedom of expression. Not only on an emotional level, but I feel that you can also channel this freedom into your work. The truth is that this is going to bring you, it's going to bring you not only great gains in the short and medium term. I see there that you are going to be receiving some money. You are going to be receiving un reconocimiento. It could turn out that way, right? And this honestly is really going to boost your self-esteem, right? It's like, wow, I was able to do it. I was able to overcome the worry, the anxiety of wondering if I could handle this, right? They chose me, I made it, I got into a big company. I feel like this is also very closely tied to your ideals, to your dreams, to what you really wanted to do, to where you wanted to be. And that confirmation message has arrived, right? We're starting next week. We're starting on Monday, Cap, with this job, with this idea, with this project. Your intellect is going to be rewarded. Your ability, your intelligence is going to be rewarded, okay? I feel like this work is really tied to communication. Work is very connected to what you have to express or say, right? It's like, go for it. Free yourself. Dare to express all your knowledge because it's very connected to this job. And the information you have is very valuable. Your wisdom is very valuable. Your points of view and your vision. That's why you'll be considered here. Maybe so many years of study are now it's like you're starting to see a harvest, right? A harvest of recognition and appreciation, okay? So, good luck with this new phase of your career, with this new project. Because if you are also working on a personal project, and this doesn't have to do with an interview, for example, there are new ideas. You're starting something new in your project. At first, you'll treat it like a trial run. Let's see what happens. Let's see how the clients respond, right? But this is really going to be super successful, huh? Get ready. Let's see what else we have. May 2026. Capricorn sign. You have the Three of Swords, Strength, the Two of Wands. Three of Wands, nothing to fear from that Three of Swords, right? Because this is about overcoming. Let's see, overcoming doubts, overcoming insecurities, right? We're seeing that it's a very beautiful month. It's a month of joy, of happiness, where what you've wished for at work and also in your emotional and social life, it has manifested and come true. You have reaped it. Why? Because your time has come, okay? So doubts will be left behind. Indecision, certain situations that seem conflicting will be left behind, right? Insecurities, also fears. That is to say, I have turned a situation around. I feel truly accepted. I feel valued. I feel like I'm being considered, right? In every way. That's why we see a lot of energy here. I've been able to understand. I've been able to face something, right? I've been able to face something I had kept inside. I've been able to face an internal insecurity. And I've taken a big step in my life. I've taken a big step. I've stepped out of my comfort zone. And I've found the courage. What I really feel here is the energy of letting go of fear and insecurity and daring to step out, to try something different, something new, to bet on a new future. Because there's something you're already seeing in your mind, right? Like, I see myself in that place. I see myself with that person. I see myself with that project. I see myself with that new routine, with that new life. It's already in your mind. And now it's a matter of moving toward that place. And I feel like you'll be taking action, right? Pushing forward with new ideas, with projects, ideas that stimulate you. Very creative ideas. I feel like it's going to be a month of incredible creative awakening. A lot of passion for life as well. Plus the personal confidence you'll gain. You will start noticing it as time goes by, as the month goes by. Okay? New things are starting to appear in your life that are closely tied to your future. Let's see what else we have. Dear Capricorn, May 2026. Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Swords, Knight of Wands. Well, pay attention to this. We have talked a lot about the topic of freedom, about freedom of expression, about your change, about your new choices, and above all, about starting to walk a new path, to start moving forward on that path you have chosen, with intensity, with strength, without fear. And this also means facing situations that used to limit you. Maybe you used to feel inhibited, or you felt like you were holding back from expressing yourself a certain way. The change has happened in your mind, and you have left certain patterns behind. You have left certain limits behind, limits that you might have set for yourself, or biases, especially socially. In some cases, I see that this can also be linked to people from the past, or a certain social circle, that you felt like, well, I feel that this person or these people limit my expression. I feel like they don't let me be myself. So you've made a decision here to leave that behind. Maybe the past, leaving behind certain social circles, certain people with whom there was no chemistry anymore. There was no common ground. Instead, there were differences in points of view. It's not about getting into unnecessary confrontations here, but rather about making the wise decision to step away. I take my own path, and I move forward because of what I have seen, because of what I truly feel, because of what I want to create. Okay? All right? Let's see what we have, Capricorn. Regarding major arcana, which major arcana will be accompanying you during this month of May 2026.
Veamos.
You have the Lovers, major arcana, card number 6. First of all, of course, it's a month where you'll be making very important decisions. It's about your freedom to choose what you'll stick with this month. If you've been feeling doubtful or uncertain, this is the month when everything becomes clear and you formally decide your path, what resonates with you, what attracts you. On the other hand, I feel that this is a very favorable month for everything related to love. There may be a very deep attraction here, A lot of infatuation, desire, and passion. A person you meet this month, or if you are already in a relationship, it may be that the bond deepens much more with new values, with a new stability, or that you move to a higher level.
Okay.
Dear Capricorn, this is what we have seen for all of you for May 2026. Have an excellent month, and I'll see you here next time.